Last year in Toronto, my family paid $15 for one of the worst experiences of my life. We were at this major attraction and we bought a bundle ticket, observation deck plus a movie, $15 extra. Seems like a steal. What happened next is hard to explain. The staff led us away from the main building, down a flight of stairs, then another, and another, until the hallways started to look less like an attraction and more like we had accidentally wandered into the storage area. Finally, at the very bottom, the staff led us inside to what I can only describe as a shipping container that had decided to become a cinema. The movie was 20 minutes long, and it was genuinely one of the worst things that I had ever watched. My family and I laughed for 20 straight minutes. Yes, it was that bad. But somehow, that movie became one of our best memories from that trip. And we still talk about it to this day. And I've been trying to figure out why. Because by every measure, that movie was a disaster. But we were completely present for every second of it. We live in a world that's very good at showing us highlights. The winning shot, the trophy, the vacation photo, the fancy dinner, the perfect angle of the perfect moment that's worth sharing. And I think, without realizing, those filtered moments became our baseline, our internal measuring stick for what a good experience is supposed to feel like. But the problem is, most days don't look like that. Most of life is normal. For me, most days are just school, the same car ride home from school, then classes, practices, homework, dinner, and sleep. A Tuesday will look almost identical to last Tuesday. And somewhere along the way, we treat these normal days like they're the filler, the blank space in between the moments that actually matter. But they're not. They're life. I started thinking about this more because of basketball. Basketball has been a part of my life for as long as I could remember. Actually, before I could even remember. My mom used to play in parks when she was pregnant with me. So I was introduced to the sport pretty early. I play for my school team, and I'm in my senior year now. I'm good friends with a couple of the grade 12s. And at the end of our last home game, I asked one of my friends, if there's one message that you could leave with us, what would it be? And he said something that really hit me. He said, I wish I practiced harder. Which is so interesting to me because it wasn't like he missed practices or games. He was there for pretty much all of them. This also isn't about the games we had won, because I'm sure he remembers the one game we had won in our entire season. Looking back, I knew exactly what he meant. He was talking about the normal Wednesday practices in the middle of December. The days he had spent not practicing harder because he was waiting for something more important. Or perhaps, in the back of his mind, he had always thought there were going to be more opportunities until there just wasn't. I just finished grade 11, and there's a lot coming up next. the question of what I'm supposed to do after high school. And I think when we don't know what the future looks like, it is so easy for us to just rest our eyes on the horizon, always looking forward to what's next. But if we always look forward, we miss what is right here. So the idea I want to share is simple. Embrace normal. Don't wait for life to become a highlight or even a memory. Yes, some moments are boring, some practices are so tiring, and some movies are just bad. But a moment does not have to be impressive to be worth living. A day does not have to be post-worthy to matter. And a normal Tuesday is not a waiting room for real life because it is real life. So here's what I'm trying to practice. Every day, I pick out things that seem to have no value. And instead of trying to rush past it, I remind myself, I'm here. This counts too. Because in the end, I may not miss the big moments as much as I'd expect, but I may miss the completely normal ones. A normal school day, going out to get food with my friends, the conversations I have with my parents, and all of the moments that I wish I had remembered. The goal is not to make every day extraordinary. No, that's so tiring. The goal is to stop treating ordinary days like they're less than life, because most of our lives will not happen in the highlights. Most of our lives will happen in the ordinary, unremarkable, yet completely irreplaceable days. Thank you.